Are you unknowingly sabotaging the very thing you want the most? Do you make excuses in order to avoid commitment? Are you too busy to allow someone into your life? Sometimes we can allow our past to steal our future, and if we don't heal from past relationships, we can end up pushing away the very person meant to love us the most. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing. We want something so much. We want to be loved. We want to have a healthy relationship, especially if we've only known toxic relationships. But yet, the very thing standing between us and our future is ourselves and our past. We're making excuses. We think we don't want commitment. We think that the person trying to love us has an ulterior motive. And this is another thing, actually. The reason we can run from love or sabotage love is because we don't understand it. We've never known love before. We don't know what healthy love looks like. So if somebody treats us right, we question it. We question all of it. And this is the thing, I said this before, and when our trust is broken, we can very easily think that everyone is out to scam us. And that's a fact. Everyone. I was just like, no, this is a scam, you know what I mean? Somebody's nice to you and you're like, why are you being nice to me? It's not normal. Because we weren't used to it. Because we were treated so badly before. It's like, there's no such thing as nice people. So we actually run from it. But we're running from the very thing we want the most. And this is so important. We have to heal. Heal so the person trying to love you can actually love you. And this is it. We're so afraid of being hurt again that the very person destined to be our counterpart or our twin flame or our soulmate connection, whatever it is, the very person that's standing in front of us right now trying to love us for who we really are. And we're like going, no, this is a scam, this is false, this is bullshit. And obviously you're not consciously saying this. Consciously you're probably saying, I'm not ready and I don't want to be in a relationship. But unconsciously, what is stopping you from moving forward? Your unhealed wounds, your past relationships, your inner child wounds. Not only are we holding on to the past relationship pain, we're holding on to inner child pain as well, inner teen pain, shadow pain. All of this pain that we have to start to heal. And this is it. We're avoiding healing. How are we avoiding healing? Too busy. Overworking. No one understands that we need to spend time on our own to literally understand ourselves. I spent so much time in my past being busy. I was only ever, I was working all the time. If I wasn't, if I was at home on my own, the radio would be on. I would have to have noise all the time. I would never allow myself to be in silence. I was avoiding my healing. I wasn't conscious of it. I didn't even know what healing was at the time. But I was always with people. Every weekend, my weekend was full of being surrounded by friends. So I was working overtime. I had very little time on my own. And when I did have time on my own, there was noise in the background and I was drinking and smoking. Do you know what I mean? So I was literally I wasn't allowing myself to be alone with my thoughts. I was drinking to mask the pain. Or mask the trauma. What trauma? I didn't even know. I have abandonment issues from childhood. I have past life issues as well. But past relationship issues as well. And I was just like, I wasn't healing and I didn't understand it. We go from one relationship and this is a problem. Hurt people. This whole fucking dating scene at the moment. You know what I mean? I'm not on dating apps, but I know what they're like. People are literally using each other to mask their fucking pain. They're treating each other like fucking shit, treating each other like objects because they won't heal their fucking wounds. And it bugs the shit out of me. There's so many people going around breaking other people's hearts because they won't heal. And this is what avoidance is. We're avoiding, people are avoiding their pain and they're actually causing pain to others. You know what I mean? The very person who actually is there to treat you right, you push them away. You break their heart because you're afraid to break your own. That's not fair. That is not fair. It's just so I won't get hurt, I'm going to hurt you. I know people aren't consciously saying, I want to sabotage that person's life. I want to fuck that person up. They're saying, I don't want to fuck myself up. But if you don't heal, you're literally fucking yourself up as well as the other person. So, you're sabotaging two lives because you won't face your demons. And this is the thing, your past, I keep saying it, your past is stealing your future. Your past has literally got a hold on you. And like, this is another thing, right? We're so afraid. This is another reason we sabotage. We're so afraid to lose ourselves again. Like, I lost myself to my past relationships. I became codependent. There were such toxic, unhealthy dynamics. I was verbally, physically abused, all of it. Like, and obviously there was a part of me that I was afraid to move forward. I was like, I don't want to repeat the past again. I don't want to go through that again. But in actual fact, right? And like, the person our exes were controlling. Our exes, took power, took control of our lives. And we're saying to ourselves, I'm in control now. So therefore, I won't get into another relationship because I'm in control. That's not true. You're literally sitting there going, my ex still controls me, so I'm not going to get into another relationship because my ex's behavior, my past trauma, is the thing that's controlling my future. Like, you think you've got power now, but you don't. If you don't heal your wounds, you'll never have power. If you don't say to yourself, I'm not going to let my ex or my fucking past relationships stop me from moving forward, you're not in power. You're still stuck in that dynamic. You're still stuck in that past energy. And this is the thing, like, we're not living in the present or in the potential future. We're literally living in the past. Everything we do every day is a reflection of the past. We're doing the same thing. We're repeating the same cycles over and over again because of our past. And the only way to move forward is to release our past, to heal that stuff. And how do we do that? We go within. We go inside ourselves and ask ourselves, what are we doing? Be conscious of it. If you say you're too busy for love, are you really, or are you actually too busy to do your inner work? This is the thing. Are you constantly on the go all the time, saying there's no space in your life? If you've no space in your life to let somebody in, that means you've no space in your life for yourself. And you say to yourself that you don't want to lose yourself again. You've already lost yourself to either your job, your community, your friends, your family. Do you spend any time on your own to do that inner work? Do you pause and reflect? Do you spend time in silence without alcohol or drugs? Do you know what I mean? Alcohol or drugs aren't the only addictions. Sport, exercising, spending time with people all the time, doing things for other people all the time, saying yes to people all the time. These are all ways, they're all connected to being addicted. You're addicted to something that's keeping you from your inner work. So you're literally letting your fear of facing your wounds prevent you from moving forward. And as I'll go back to this whole thing of us being in codependent relationships and us fearing we lose control again. If you're working all the time, you're not in control. If you're saying yes to other people all the time, you're not in control. If you're, in the gym or exercising or overeating or taking drugs or in the pub all the time, these are things that are controlling your life and preventing you from actually being in control. The only way you can master yourself is by understanding yourself, by going within, by healing those wounds. Instead of being, and this is another thing, and over dating actually. Serial dating is another type of addiction, or another way we avoid our healing. Because literally you go from one relationship into the next, into the next, into the next, into the next, and you're avoiding the wounds you already had prior to any of these relationships, and then you're like piling more and more wounding onto yourself over and over again. And then you get into another relationship because you're like, if somebody hugs me, I'll feel better. If somebody says I'm pretty, I'll feel better. They're only saying you're pretty so that they can fucking shag you. That's all it is. Like, it's literally like, I will use this person because they're vulnerable. I will use this person because they're weak. And this is effectively what people are saying to each other. It's like, they're not actually respecting each other. It's like, and it goes both ways. One person is using the other, and the other one person, they're both using each other effectively to mask their wounds, to mask their need to heal it. So this is it. Like, when people hurt people treat each other like objects because of the sheer fact that they're afraid to be on their own for 5 minutes to do their inner work. And that's it. And we're literally, sabotaging. Like, that one person is coming into your life. That one person could be standing in front of you. That very person that is supposed to love you forever, love you unconditionally, and love you in a healthy way, in an interdependent, unconditional way, right? That person is standing in front of you and you're literally saying, I don't have time. I'm too busy for this. Tomorrow's not promised. It isn't. We don't have tomorrow. We may have it, But right now, all we have is now. We're living in this moment. But are we living in this moment? No, we're living in the past. And the past is preventing us from moving forward. This is the problem here. You keep thinking you're in control of your life, but you're not. Your past controls your life. Your childhood controls your life. Your exes control your life because you're sitting there avoiding that inner work. And that's it. You're literally sabotaging the very thing you want the most because of, like, you're winning. And this is another thing. This reminded me of the woman loving the bad boy. We don't fucking love bad boys. We fucking love to be abused. And that's not true either. What I mean by that is we're so used to being abused that we think that abuse is love. So a woman craving a bad boy is actually an unhealed woman who thinks, it's okay to be treated like shit. And then when a good guy comes in, I've heard this so many times with women, oh, he's too nice. Oh, he's just too nice. So a man comes into a woman's life and treats her with respect. And she's like, ew, why aren't you an asshole? I love assholes. You don't love assholes. You actually just are so fucking wounded that you think that you deserve abuse. And this is the thing. So a lot of women sabotage the good guy because the one thing that they've craved for so long, but it's like, this is so unfamiliar. Where is the abuse? Why aren't you treating me like shit? This isn't a relationship, because this is what we've learned. We're learning that we're, being in toxic relationships is normal. So somebody nice comes in and you're like, yeah, there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? So like, women are sabotaging relationships. Men are running from commitment because they've been treated like shit, or they've grew up in unhealthy family dynamics as well. This is another thing. Like, our model of love growing up, did you grow up in a solid household? Were your parents in a loving connection? Or did you get abandoned by any of your parents? Was there substance abuse in your household? Or was there violence in your household? Was there aggression in your household? Are you literally, and that's another reason why we avoid relationships. It's like, I don't want to repeat what my parents did. And I'm afraid to get into a relationship because, relationships look scary, or they look volatile. And this is the thing, like, we're letting our childhood, we're letting our parents, we're letting our exes dictate our future. They're in control. Like, the reason we heal is to change the fucking cycle, change the dynamic. Like, I was so very, you are your parents, or, for a long time I didn't want kids, and I was like, I'm never going to be a mother because, my mother abandoned me, and my dad was an alcoholic, and I was just like, no, I just don't want to repeat that thing, and I was suffering from anxiety and depression as well. I was like, I'm not bringing a child into this world. And now I'm in the energy of, I've healed enough to actually know that I'd be a good mother, and I wouldn't repeat the cycles of my past or of my parents. So this is what we're here for. We're here to break the cycle. We're here to actually do relationships different to other people, different to the model we saw. We're here to bring kids into the world in a different way than what we were brought into it. Do you know what I mean? We're actually here to change things, but we can only do that by healing. And that's it. You have to look within. You have to say to yourself, you're sacrificing your whole future. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. You keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll work myself to the bone. And then I might find a relationship tomorrow. Like, your potential forever person is right in front of you. And you're like, maybe next year, maybe the year after. Your person is going to disappear. They're not going to be there standing there waiting for you for 3 or 4 fucking years until you're all fucking old and grey. And it's like, I might do it tomorrow. I have work to do. Oh, I have to say yes to everyone else instead of myself. And it's just like, tomorrow isn't promised. Anything can happen between now and tomorrow. And yet you're living in your past for a future that might not come. So why are you sacrificing your happiness? Because you think you should do it a certain way, or do you think that you lose yourself? The whole objective here is to heal. Heal so you don't lose yourself. And you already have still lost yourself. You're not fully in control of your life if your past and your trauma and your pain and your wounds, they're the ones that control your life, because you're spending every day avoiding them, every day burying them, and every day saying, I'm going to sacrifice my future because I won't heal my past. And I know this isn't conscious, but you have to start becoming aware of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying you don't have time. We have all the time in the world. If you say to the universe, or, say to out loud, I have no time for anything, The universe is actually going to give you more things so that you'll even have less time. You have to manifest and say, I have all the time in the world to let in all the things that I need. And then all your time will open up. But it actually starts with giving yourself time. It's not about opening up your world to somebody else right now. It's opening up your world to yourself. Open up your world to your wounds so that you can release them. Let go of the past and let go of the hold the past still has on you. If you're still resentful towards your ex, your parents in your childhood, you're holding on to that, and that still controls you. So keep asking yourself these questions. Am I in control of my life? Or is my past in control of my life? Are my wounds in control of my life? Is my ex still in control of my life? Because if you're preventing love or, avoiding love, running from love, too busy for love, you're actually still being controlled by something else. You're being controlled by your job, your people you keep saying yes to, your family, your community. Do you know what I mean? Your addictions. And I mean addictions, not just alcohol and drugs. It's other things. Overworking can be an addiction. Avoidance is an addiction. Sport can be an addiction. Over-exercising can be an addiction. Food can be an addiction. There's so many things that we do to distract ourselves. Even noise. Just being in, constant noise all the time. Music. Music is healing, of course. But if you don't give yourself 5 minutes to be in a pause, 5 minutes to be in silence, you know what I mean? You're not going to actually be able to do that inner work. So, find that time for yourself. Open your life up to you. Open your life up to your wounding. Open your life up to your healing. And then you can open your life up to love. This is so important. Stop sabotaging the very thing that you want the most. The very thing you've been looking your whole life for. Don't let I keep saying it, don't let your fucking past steal your future. Don't let your past control you. Because you're not in control if you're avoiding your inner work. You're not in control if you're avoiding love. You're not in control if you're avoiding your healing. Your past has control. Your parents have control. Your environment has control. And your exes still have control. The whole objective is to remain in control of your life. And the only way you can do that is by healing your past so that the person trying to love you actually has a chance. And that you can actually try and love yourself as well. So open yourself up. Do the inner work. And embrace the very thing that you want the most. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. If you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today. Love nothing more than to help on your path. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box. And I'm also hosting another free feminine empowerment workshop on Wednesday the 17th of June at 6 p.m. Ireland UK time for us ladies to get together and help each other and support each other. If you want information for that, please comment below.